What's up, guys? Our Wrestling Podcast back at you with another episode. This is Dave Vicious, along with Justice Earl Package and Craig the British Bulldog, bringing you our perspective on the world of professional wrestling. No inside sources, no ties to the industry, just stories from the diehards, sharing opinions with you. Today's topic, whatever happened to Billy Jack Haynes? For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, and iHeartRadio, or watch our videos on YouTube at our wrestling channel, or as Jess says, just look to the left,
Shut the fuck up. Sorry, not you, Dave.
Bro.
Not you,
and
Dave.
Please, if you could, after Jess tells you to shut the fuck up, please follow us on Instagram at O.W.P 2019.
Like,
or
why
on Facebook
do all
at
these
Wrestling Podcast.
brand ambassadors have to, like, every single YouTuber says it or whatever? I'm like, you don't think we figured that shit out by now? Like, if I want to hear you more, I'm going to subscribe to your channel so that way I get notification. I fucking get it. Like, why do we have to keep reminding? Hey, but if you like what I said right now, hit the like button. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. That's what we do. That's how it works.
Yeah.
How many people are just blindly getting on social media and they're like, what's thumbs up mean? What's the bell notification? Like, fuck, shut up. Like, if I like
people might be that dumb that it does help.
Instantly, Craig, I agree with you, and you're correct. If you're going to take that stance, I'm not going to disagree with you. Most of people that listen to this podcast and are wrestling fans are dumb. So go on.
So say like and subscribe, Dave.
Like and subscribe. Right here. Down. I'm going to do it down.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I'll go.
Oh, I like money.
I'm never
I
going
like
to see
money.
this again. If there's a way I could watch it, I would. There's no way.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Biden. Get out of here.
Subscribe.
Shut up.
When he crashed into
Not
his
you,
apartment,
not
he's
you
like,
watching
shut up
now.
and keep it down. When he crashed into his apartment.
That's right. Keep it down.
Just trying to watch TV, and someone crashed into his apartment.
Lovely. So we're still following the coattails of Dark Side of Wrestling. We're gonna get into Billy Jack Haynes.
We are not following the coattails. Our episodes, Dave, on the day that it releases before the debut of because
so they're writing our coattails.
Dark Side
These
does
are
it.
companion episodes.
Yes.
Stupid.
We actually release our episodes first, so Dark Side's copying us. So yeah, we're gonna do Billy Jack Haynes, and I want to say right now,
we're not a copy band, we're a tribute band. Yeah, I get it.
yes, I want to say right now, I challenge Billy Jack Haynes to get out of Hercules' Full Nelson. That is the angle that I walked into. So when I first started watching pro wrestling, it was in 1988. So
And
that
to
angle,
not hire anyone to kill your wife.
yes, well, then we're going to get to that. Yes, it all goes
we are?
downhill fast. Big surprise, every subject of Dark Side of the Ring goes downhill
sorry.
pretty fast. Like
I brought segment 5 into segment 1 right
yeah,
there. I
you
apologize.
did.
Well, William Albert Hayes was born on July 10th of 1953 in Portland, Oregon. Of course, someone named Billy Jack was.
That's a dumb name. Go on.
Yeah, I gotcha. Haynes started wrestling in 1982 at the age of 28, just that ripe young age. He trained in the Stu Hart's dungeon, actually. Pro wrestling school.
legit.
That's actually late. 28's late.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is late.
But you're going to find out why the rumors in a second.
He briefly wrestled in Hart Stampede Wrestling under his given name, forming a tag team with Bruce Hart. He started wrestling as Billy Jack in the Pacific Northwest Territory, but had to change his name when Tom Laughlin, who had starred in the movie Billy Jack, threatened to sue him.
Yeah, there's a big famous movie in the 70s called Billy Jack about like kind of the...
But do you really think that they
outside.
tried to sue someone in a territory that wanted to steal the wrestling name?
It seems very silly. Yeah.
Like, you think that Billy Jack Haynes wrestling in a territory? Some movie director's like, no. Like, what do you... Or movie producer?
Yeah.
You can't sell your
Not true.
tickets.
That's not true.
in
There were
the
so many
Portland
fucking
Coliseum.
rip-offs of copyrights and shit in territories for a long time. Like, people were just ripping off television characters. If you're on a territory, nobody cared. Like, it's just an independent
It
show.
was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. And Justice is talking about the point that's bringing up now. It's actually rumored that old Billy Jack, he served time for manslaughter before becoming a pro wrestler, which is why he did start a little late at this time, at that age of 28.
He killed a guy.
Oh, my. Brick killed a guy.
Brick killed a guy.
Manslaughter is without intent, so it was an accident. He was just defending
Oh,
himself.
whoops. Yeah, he was just...
He feuded heavily with Rip Oliver. Now, that's a terrifying name.
Rip
Until 1984. Rip Oliver, already in the ring, when he had a run in the championship wrestling from Florida, where he feuded with Kendo Nagasaki for the NWA Florida Heavyweight Championship, winning the title from him there.
But the main reason I'm here is because of a man named Dusty Rhodes, and that's the American dream. And I always wanted to meet the man. I drove down here 3,600 miles, and Dusty Rhodes to me is a legend in this game. And I know how much family means. And I'm watching the monitor right now too. I wasn't here when this happened with Kevin Sullivan, and all I can say, Kevin Sullivan, inside the ring is one thing, outside the ring is another. And the stunts you pulled out here with the American dream. Hey, I don't feel sorry for you at all when he gets a hold of you, brother, because he's going to tear you in half. It's great to be here in Florida. Dusty, I love you. I don't know how long I'll be here, but however long I'll be here, anything I can do to help you, brother, I'm here to help you. I love you. Thank you very much.
He then had a brief run in World Class Championship Wrestling in 1985, managed by Sunshine. Oh,
who was Sunshine?
Did she sue Sonny years later?
Yeah. No, actually, the son sued Sonny for intellectual property.
That makes sense.
Just like Billy Jack Haynes got sued for using a similar name in a movie.
Yeah, that's where we're going with
this.
The
son's like, I'll get a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
Like already his history is just wonky as fuck. Like he joined when he was 28. I might have killed a guy, and then just people didn't like my name. I'm like, no, none of that happened. You might have killed a guy. I'll give you that.
And then
you're in the right
Sunshine
business.
managed you. I was gonna say this sounds like what wrestling really was until it got mainstream. This is what wrestling is.
You're probably right. All the action,
Carnies and Carmen, right?
Now that you say that, all this is true. You're right.
It's
all
like,
happened.
sounds right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what your background is. If you can meet at a gym somebody and keep a secret, you're in.
Interesting little snippet though.
Allegedly.
He actually
Just
faced
say allegedly.
Allegedly,
the debuting Shawn Michaels here, and he started splitting his time between Portland Wrestling and CWF, and he wrestled with partner Wahoo McDaniel. So it's wild when you think about the fact that Wahoo and Shawn Michaels are considered in the same time frame, because Shawn was so young when he started. Not to get on the Shawn.
Yeah, Shawn was just starting out here.
He was just a kid, man.
Baby.
Insane.
He was 8 years old.
He was, but realistically, I think didn't he start wrestling late 16, early 17 of age?
It was 17 and a half, 18. So
he was not an adult. He was not. He couldn't even vote when he started wrestling.
He was a young little boy, little cutie,
young little boy. Oh, I don't know about that. He had just begun a feud with the Barbarian over who was the strongest man in the territory when he abruptly left the company after a confrontation with Jim Crockett.
Well, then I guess Barbarian won. Then, if he just ran out of the territory, I guess Barbarian is the winner.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Jim Crockett.
Yeah.
Why is he fighting with everybody? It's not
he killed the guy.
He didn't stay in every territory. He just fought with everybody. He got there and he's like, "Fuck you, Fritz. Fuck you, Crockett. Fuck you!" Every fucking 20 seconds.
He might not be a face in real life. I'm getting.
Yeah, he might be.
He sounds like he might have a temper.
Yeah,
a little bit. In June of 1986, Haynes went to the World Wrestling Federation and feuded with Randy Savage over the Intercontinental Championship.
As a temper, manslaughter on steroids. Bring him in.
Yeah, right. And he got in a fight with Fritz von Erich and Jim Crockett. Have him come on over and talk to me.
Yeah,
sounds right. But again, that sounds like Vince. I don't watch any of this.
I need a feud over the full Nelson. Get him in here.
I always go back to brothers don't fight. You don't.
If he wears the letters Oregon across his ass on his tights, let's get him fucking in here.
And Roddy Piper's like, I'll vouch for him. I like him.
Billy Jack, man, he's a stand-up individual, man.
Yeah.
So he killed a guy one time at a bar. Allegedly, bro, he killed a guy.
It looked to me like Randy Savage swung, and Billy Jack, when he was whipping him around, he hit Danny Davis. Let's see if we can find out for sure.
Here is your winner. Due to the fact that Billy Jack Haynes swung his opponent into the official, I disqualify Billy Jack and award this match Randy Savage.
You gotta be kidding.
The official decision. The winner of this bout as a result of a disqualification and still Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion Randy Macho Man Savage.
Look at that. You're looking at a beaten man right there, Bobby.
So they get into the same storyline that he left fighting with Crockett over, and decides to do the same thing with Hercules Hernandez over who was stronger, more muscular, who had a better version of the full Nelson.
This is what I remember.
Finishing that they shared. Yeah. Their feud in the WWF peaked and was dubbed the Battle of the Full Nelsons at WrestleMania 3.
I like this match. I don't care. I like this match. Dave gives it an F. I understand because it was double count out. But I like this match a lot in WrestleMania 3. Like, I like it. A plus. It's not an A plus, but
well, I'd say it's definitely what we call a Big E match.
Two meaty mid
slapping meats.
I enjoy it. It was a non-title feud. There was no title involved or anything like that. And the fact that they had video packages and they had like a feud, like I was like, this is good storytelling, baby. And Bobby Heenan was involved. So what are you gonna say?
Counted outside the ring.
Referee has counted both men out of the ring. The result, a double countdown.
Double count out. Both men counted outside. Look at this.
Gorilla.
Distracted now as Hercules wraps the chain. Come on. Bobby the Brain Heenan certainly did his job there and distracted Billy Jack. And wow, did he nail him. Just as he turned around, he got him, Jess.
He got him, and he got him after the belt. So I don't know, after the bell, I should say. So I don't know what repercussions Hebner can do.
100%. Yeah, Bobby Heenan's there, and he actually was hurt.
Billy Jack Haynes. He also, after the match at WrestleMania, he allegedly killed a guy. So
that's not true.
He did it every time, Dave.
It's allegedly. It's allegedly.
Yeah.
Dave.
Bobby Heenan did not allegedly. It was on tape that he kneed Haynes in the back because he had Hercules and Full Nelson out on the floor.
Allegedly, Dave.
Haynes chased Heenan into the ring where Hercules blindsided him with a trademark chain.
Chased him.
You're just this speculation that you're
you're
saying
making it worse, Dave.
Wikipedia.
No offense, but go on. But stop, but go on.
Yeah. All I know is that this paved the way for Power and Glory, and it was fantastic.
What? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This
in the months,
guy.
in the months to follow, the two had a series of chain matches where they were
Allegedly.
We don't know if they happened. We were assuming.
So wait a minute, just was the chain only really a foot long?
Allegedly a foot long.
I set you up for that one. You're welcome.
That's a very small chain. I'm gonna say it's longer than a foot. Literally, his foot.
That's why it's allegedly.
I heard it was allegedly fruit by the foot.
My wife
they had a little chain, like they were chained that far. They're like, "This is not good.
Oh, this is kind of dumb.
This is really stupid."
Right?
Allegedly, this is bullshit.
Yep. Haynes actually saved Patera from a beating at the hands of Hercules and Harley Race after Patera's return match. The pair later feuded with Demolition after a televised match where Demolition actually left Haynes, Patera, and Brady Boone, who played Haynes' cousin.
Brady Boone! That's a flash in the pan.
Brady Boone, bro.
I forgot that. Yeah, one of Billy Jack Haynes' last feud in the WWF was Demolition becoming a team, and just this is right before they would go on their world title run or whatever. So it was right after.
Right, it would be their first run, right?
Yeah, Moondog Spot left pretty quick, and then Barry Darsow Smash came in. So this was Demolition's first feud as a tag team coming in. It was against Brady Boone and allegedly Billy Jack Haynes. And somehow Ken
Haynes'
Patera,
departure from WWF
Ken Patera
in January,
did some bullshit somewhere in there. I don't know.
Yeah, Haynes, he departed in January of '88. He'd been a subject of controversy considering dramatic changes in the storyline. As Haynes repeated it. In one version, he says he quit the WWF after refusing to do a job in his hometown of Portland, Oregon.
Allegedly.
Another account of the same incident reported he actually wrestled the match with the finish reworked and then was fired afterwards. Either way,
it's all allegedly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Haynes returned to Oregon in 1988 and wrestled in their independence there, including forming his Oregon Wrestling
Federation. He had it on his back.
The O.W.P is back!
He had it on the back of his tights, so of course he went back to Oregon. He got fired, and it was in his car, and he looked at his tights. He's like, "Where should I go?" And he just drove right to Oregon. Of course he did.
He was allegedly on the trail. And
he allegedly
got typhoid and died.
I think.
Yeah.
Allegedly in Red Dead Redemption?
I went down the Oregon Trail.
Allegedly in the covered wagon.
Yeah, 100%. He went hunting and he ate tainted meat and he got sick. In October of 1990, he did several shows for Herb Abrams' Universal Wrestling Federation.
And he did a lot of cocaine while he was there.
Between Haynes and Ken Patera in May of 91, and then Haynes returned to major promotions when he appeared under a mask and World Championship Wrestling as Black Blood in Kevin Sullivan's stable. Yeah. Kevin Sullivan's back.
He carried a big, what's the, not the Undertaker, Grim Reaper. He carried a big stick with a big blade, like the Grim Reaper carries. I just remember that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Black Blood in WCW, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Jim Hurd, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Let's see.
Kevin Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen.
After the Great American Bash, he was fired in 91 due to a pay issue, man.
Fair enough.
Jeez,
allegedly.
Geez. I feel like this is the Ultimate Warrior before the Ultimate Warrior.
No. Can I stop you right here? None of this is his fault. Go on.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
The Dark Side of the Ring. We're recording this before the episode releases. For a fact, this is just it's gonna be just bullshit after bullshit. And by bullshit, I mean things that he did on top of things that he did on top of things that he did. It's just crazy.
Just firing and quitting over lower
every fucking 5 minutes.
Decisions.
He's like, I gotta go.
It's insane.
Just some dude with a pencil.
I have to come out first. I gotta go. I gotta come out second on the mat. I gotta go.
The grappler's going over. He's like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Allegedly, no, he's not. We're not even in Oregon. We're in Oklahoma. No.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. At the time that he was actually fired, he suffered a severe knee injury as well. And instead of recuperating, he returned to Portland and he feuded with Steve Dahl. Is that Steve Dahl? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, so he didn't have an injury. Okay, got it. Thank you.
And Demolition Crush, allegedly. After P&W closed in 92, Haynes took time to recover from his knee injury he suffered in WCW, which took
Was that PN News' promotion?
PN News. He comes back in 94, and his first matches were co-promoted by P&W successor Championship Wrestling USA.
Sure.
And Mexico's Accesorio y Administration in Vancouver, Washington.
Oh, yeah. These are just superpowers getting together and starting a promotion that will totally last. And it's still around now.
Yeah, this sounds like the kind of thing where you get a fistful of cash.
This is not a washed-up wrestler just taking advantage of any promoter he can get his hands on. Not at all.
I remember he said wrestling in Guadalajara was much like wrestling in Portland. He said it was the Southern Oregon.
He said that.
Allegedly.
Yeah. He showed up next in the United States wrestling promotion in 95, retired in early 96.
Oh, go on.
See you, everybody here shuts up and lets me talk. Now let's get right to the point. I've been in the USWA for 2 months. I've been the USWA champion for 1 month. Everybody has feared Billy Jack Haynes in the USWA. Ryan Christopher, as you just witnessed, I got this punk now out with the broken shoulder. Ain't you proud of me? Huh?
So that was kind of like his last set. So on March 16th,
yeah. Well, he ran out of promoters in '96. There was no more indie promotions. So
literally no one left.
He Rochambeau'd all of the existing promoters. So there's no one left to take advantage of and lie to and steal from.
There wasn't much left in '96 to begin with.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not a lot to do. On March 16th of 2013, Haynes was hospitalized because he was suffering from an aortic aneurysm as well as liver and kidney issues.
Oh.
And then in October of the following year, the Portland Tribune reported that Haynes filed a lawsuit in federal court against the WWE, alleging egregious mistreatment of its wrestlers for its own benefit, well as concealment and denial of medical research and evidence.
Whoa. This was not a cash grab. Go on, Dave. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with that, because why aren't you suing everybody else? The only reason why you're suing WWE is because they're the only ones.
They have the money. Yeah.
Right.
And he also, I don't remember him ever taking a bump. Go ahead, continue.
But it was Hercules' full Nelson. It jarred his head. If you ever saw, Hercules is strong, Craig, and if you get put in a full Nelson by Hercules, your head's gonna get hurt.
How do you get CTE from giving bear hugs? I don't know. I mean,
and then getting demoted down to
there's a will, there's a way.
To making Brady Boone be your cousin, whiplash. That hurts too. So yeah, he had brain injuries. Painful. Fair enough. Go on, Dave.
The suit was actually dismissed by Judge Vanessa Lynn in March of
that's weird.
2016. Vanessa Lynn Bryant.
Fucking
Oh,
deep
what?
At the
state.
time of dismissal, dozens of former WWE wrestlers had joined a class action lawsuit while being represented by the same attorney, Konstantin Kiros.
Sure.
That sounds like a wrestling name if I ever heard one.
It is.
It was Karrion Kross. Go on. He was
That's
back.
hilarious.
He was around back here.
In 2016, what was he, like 12?
He was trying to tell us back here that shit's wrong. Go on.
Yeah. In February of 2024, Haynes was arrested in Portland, Oregon, following a 2-hour
What?
standoff with police after a shooting.
Fuck
He was
yeah.
questioned by police, and he is expected to be charged with the murder of his wife, Janet Bigcraft, who died by a gunshot wound.
Allegedly.
She was 85 years old at the time of her death and suffering from
Sorry.
dementia,
I'm sorry.
and was found dead in her home.
What did he
According
do?
to Portland police, Haynes remains in police custody. He's expected to be taken to jail following treatment for a medical condition
I'm sorry.
unrelated to the homicide. He doesn't remember any of this.
85?
Oh, I do, but she was 85. Like, he was at an Elks Lodge. Let me tell you how they met. Let me. He was
This is
at
really.
he was at an Elks Lodge, and he walked in, and he saw an 85-year-old woman, probably with a lot of just cash in her wallet, and he was like, "That's gonna be my money, my meal ticket." And then he just said, "I love you," and like, yeah,
God.
I guarantee you
know
that's
what?
what happened.
I bet his defense in this dark side is that like it was like assisted suicide or whatever, like dementia.
Yeah.
Like,
So
oh,
that's the thing is I really want people that are watching this, if all two of you, like if we recorded this before the episode released. So I don't know anything about this. I just read this on Wikipedia and like put it in there because that's what happened to him. But obviously they're going to go into more details, I'm assuming, on Dark Side of the Ring. How the fuck did he meet? There's no way he didn't meet her at an Elks Lodge or some kind of like, or some kind of moose lodge or whatever.
And by the way, he's not that far behind. I mean, he was born in the 50s, right? So he's in his 70s.
No, really? Oh, maybe?
Yeah.
Shit. Dave, you take all the fun out of everything. Fuck you.
he's born in 53, 71. If he's 71 now, if she was 85 last, oh fuck,
It's still a
it's
big
only-
Oh,
difference.
They were close? Or like 10 years
It's still
difference?
14.
No,
years
like almost 15 years difference. but it's still a
Okay,
big
then I was
difference.
still, my joke still
Yeah.
stands. He's a fucking piece
It
of shit.
does.
I think it still
Yeah.
stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
But again, if you totally sexist. You go the other way, it's fine.
You and your math.
Go the other way. You go the other way, it's fine. If the dude's 15 years older, then it's totally fine. I don't know why.
Of course.
Sugar,
Yeah.
mama. Well,
Yeah,
Allegedly.
you
But I
can do my
guarantee you,
shit,
Billy
I
Jack
love it.
Haynes at 60-something or 70-something is not a sugar mama. Like, I guarantee.
Right.
I remember, like, when he went in the mid-90s, before he retired, he had missing teeth and shit. Like, he was no bueno, Billy Jack Haynes.
No bueno.
allegedly.
The story does not end well. Spoiler alert.
She promised him dental work and he married her.
Oh,
On February 28th.
That's fair enough. And
last year,
hey, listen, that's hard to say no to.
Hey, she promised veneers like
Yeah.
Tiffy time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on February 28th of last year, Portland police announced that Haynes had been charged with second-degree murder and unlawful use of a weapon. He would make his first court appearance for the charges on February 29th of the same year. His trial proceedings were initially set to begin in April, but would later be pushed back more than a month after the judge allowed an extension for Haynes' bail hearing in order to allow more time for investigation and preparation. So, and it sounds like we don't have any additional news at this time. We'll see what Darkseid brings up because I'm sure they've dug some things out. But it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
If only he would have won the feud against Hercules, I bet things would have been different. I bet it would have.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. He would have been part of Power and Glory. Would have changed his
he can still go, and there's still time to get him in the Hall of Fame. There's
Him
still
and
time
Brady
for, like,
Boone
the
would have
legacy.
taken Demolition's pace. They would have beaten Strike Force at WrestleMania 4 and everything would have been fine.
100%.
Yeah.
They paint their faces.
Could have feuded with the Rockers and everything. Would have been huge.
Oh, man. This is what a sad story.
It's like you're laughing when you say that.
Take two, say it without laughing, and
And go.
That's Dark Side of the
Oh,
Ring.
man.
Like, nothing ever ends well.
It just doesn't.
Oh.
I mean, well, I would differ a little bit. I mean, we talked about Muhammad Hassan. I mean, the dark side was the actual,
that's true.
The actual ring stuff, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna let this change my
That's
life
true.
that way.
And Superstar Billy Graham, like he got into the bullshit where he like made shit up and he's like, I'm sorry, brother. Like, and I get that or whatever. Like Superstar Billy Graham's more of a sad story, but like Billy Jack Haynes, I have a feeling is not good.
What? Oh,
this is back. We're back to the hits.
Yeah, we're back to Ludwig Borga, like the whole.
We're back to the Ludwig Borgas. Right. Oh man, for audio fans, give us a listen to Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, or watch our videos on YouTube. And please just look to the left if you want to see any more options.
Idiots.
And please give us a follow on Instagram.
Why would you do that?
At O.W.P 2019, or on Facebook at Our Wrestling Podcast if you're, old and decrepit.
Bitch. Sorry.
Yeah. For Justin Craig, this is Dave with the O.W.P signing off. Have a good one.